Great Friday afternoon to you. My name is Zach Clayton. I am the president and founder of Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. Welcome to Community IMpACT, a show that we are trying to let everybody know what's going on in your community. And by community, I mean our world, what's going on around you, things that are there to help you or someone you know and love. Today's a little bit different, though. We're going to first hear from a great, and look, I tell everyone that I have, great friends everywhere. This gentleman is a friend from before the Community Pay It Forward days. John is he's a hero in my eyes because what he went through, I idolize him because I'm not sure I would be strong enough to do this. Thankfully, and with the love of God, the hope of God, I'll never have to experience the loss of a child. That's one of the things that I truly think is one of the worst things in the world to have to deal with. And John was able to take the devastating loss of his son, Bladen, and he was able to recover, is a tough word from it, but he was able to take and help others and raise others from the depths of hell. This is a recording from 2020, as a matter of fact, during the COVID times. So it's been, this has been there for a day or two, but it tells the whole story of who John is and what Martyred Angels Foundation is. After this, we've got a plea for your assistance. And then we've got a short video talking about the stand-up centers and what they're going to be. So we got a very, very busy show. So we're just going to get started. Once again, this is a true hero in my eyes, a dear friend, and a just simply great man, and which is somebody who I could not, I love the fact that I got a chance to meet him, and you know be associated with him in any way. Here is John Wayne Vogels, the founder and president of Martyred Angels. Good morning, everybody. My name is Zach Clayton. I am the president and founder of Community Pay It Forward, and this is one of those times when I can honestly say this is one of the reasons why we do this. A lot of you know about my story on being run off the road and on my motorcycle, and I wanted to find a way to try to help people. But this is a story that truly touches my heart. John and I have met a couple times in person, but his story is something that really makes what we do very important. And I want to introduce John Wayne Vogels, who started Martyred Angels. Welcome, John, and I appreciate you joining us.
Morning, Zach. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. One of the greatest things about it is that John is also a huge part in the motorcycle world. So we ran in the same circles for quite a while. We probably ran into each other a dozen times before we talked the first one, So that's just kind of the way that things go. But John, tell me a little bit about Martyred Angels, could you please? Can you tell me the backstory? Let's start with that.
I can. The Martyred Angels Foundation began after the passing of my 3-year-old son, Bladen, back in April 9, 2011. One of those situations, it's a phone call that you never want to expect, a phone call you never want to get, but it's a phone call I did receive, telling me that that my wife thought that Bladen was dead and had drowned, and so I left work immediately, of course, and met at the ER room. But it's just a situation that I don't wish on any parent. It's a horrible experience. But after reflection of Bladen's passing, I went back to work. I'd taken some time off and went back to work. But I'd never taken time to actually stop and ask others why they were homeless or why they were in the position that they were in. And I met a few that had also lost a child, and they ended up on the streets. They didn't have any support. They didn't have support that my wife and I had and continue to have. So they had lost everything. So I thought there has to be something that can be done to help these other parents out, individuals out, to just kind of help them along in the process and kind of pick them up and get them going in life, and just letting them know that there's others out there that understand through experience of their own. So that was the first inception of the Martyred Angels Foundation. And it actually started out just Martyred Angels. It was a state nonprofit at that time, with the motorcycle part. And if you don't mind, I'd love to tell the motorcycle story first.
Yeah.
When each one of my kids turned 1, I would put them on the front seat of the motorcycle and take them for a ride. We do just little circles in the cul-de-sac and up and down the road. I absolutely loved this motorcycle. So when they would hear me starting to come home from work, I would look, and they'd either have their face pressed up, they'd either have their face pressed up against the glass door, or they would be out at the mailbox waiting for their ride. However, they knew whoever was first the last time would be last this time. So I got home from work one day, and I was tired. I worked long hours. So I came home and I rolled up in the garage. The kids wanted to go for a ride, and I'm like, I can't, Dad's tired, man. I need to sit down for a little bit. And I never had a reason to lock my bike up in the garage that we had at that time. It was very secure. And it's a carbureted motorcycle. Thank God for this. You'll understand this in a minute. But I got off the bike and went inside the house, and I got something to eat, made something to eat, I should say, and made something to drink. And when I got downstairs, before I could even sit down in the chair, I hear the starter engaging. I'm like, oh my God. So I run upstairs quick and open up the garage door, and there's Bladen. He's 2 at this time. There's Bladen. He had climbed up the side of the motorcycle, was standing on the tanks, and now I have 18-inch apes on it, right? So he's hanging on to the bar with one hand while he's standing on the tanks. He had the ignition switch turned on, and he was hitting the start button. I'm like, Bladen, no. So I run out there and grab him, but in between my running from the door to the bike, he's nailing that button, man. So you're grinding and engaging, grinding and engaging. So I went out there and I grabbed him quick and I took him off the bike. Ever since then, I've locked my bike up, even if I'm 2 feet away. I don't even take that risk anymore. But I couldn't think of a better tribute than to include this motorcycle attachment to the foundation. However, since then, we've incorporated a lot of different things. We've incorporated the horse riding therapy program through Spirit Horse, which is absolutely an amazing program. We're working on trying to build up our grief support group camp, excuse me, alongside the Veterans Retreat program, which is a Paul Hummel Veterans Retreat program. That's another focus area that we're working on. And we're also working on other areas where we've recently teamed up with AMR, where we're going to do a CPR first aid program for parents and general public. But we're also going to include a water safety program that's also for parents and just general public, for not only parents that have children in the event to be aware of water safety, but also for property owners and just outside ponds and other water features. Let's see, we also teamed up at International Star Registry. Bladen has a star in his name, so I'd like to pass that off to other parents as well, where we'd like to purchase a star in their child's name as well. Just kind of in memory and just have something on the wall to reflect, that they're always with us, oh my God, what else do we have? I also have
and you tell me all the time that you're busy.
Well, we also have a part where we like to paper plots next to the child, or in some really unfortunate situations, children. But and the reason why for that is that we found out the hard way when Bladen passed away, and thank God for the funeral home and the cemetery. They, this sounds odd, but they were absolutely amazing and incredible, and still are today. When Bladen was buried, it was brought to our attention that all the sites around him were for sale, and that if we wanted to be buried next to him, that we had to reserve those spots and at least pay for the plot. And then the services, of course, the extra services will be an additional fee. So that's what we would like to do as well, to kind of help parents stay with their child, to know that, even afterwards you can just stay together. So that's what we're also working on funding to help pay for plots next to the child or children, so everybody can just stay together at that time. And once again, that sounds odd, but I couldn't think of it any other way. I mean, when we, after the burial service, of course, it took a few days, but after the burial service, we were thinking, can we just leave him by himself? We can't do that. So we made that decision, and the whole package itself is very expensive. We can't afford that. That cost us over $40,000 for the 4 extra, but that included everything. And it took us 7 years to pay it off. But what we'd like to do is at least pay for the plots to save those for the parents so those aren't sold to anyone else, and afterwards they can stay with their child. There's a few more things going on too, but it's man, I tell you, it's so expansive. We could spend all day. I can tell you about different things that we're doing.
Yeah, like I said, you know what? I do get it now that when I text you and I get the text at about 10 till midnight, I'm like, what's he texting me now for? And you're like, sorry, man, I've been busy all day. I'm like going, okay, yeah, me too. But never mind, I'm not busy anymore. John, one of the things that I've always said to you personally in our conversations, and we've become pretty good friends throughout this whole thing. And, one of the things that I've always said to you is that I respect and love the hell out of you and your family for being able to pick yourselves up after this. I hear it all the time about my story, and I'll guarantee you, I would go through what I went through 10 million times before having to deal with the pressure that you did. You guys as a family have got together and you guys have picked yourselves up and done a lot of things. You mentioned spirit horse therapy and training. You've got another family member that's really involved in that. Can you tell us a little about that? Uh-oh, did I lose you?
I'm sorry, you cut up for a little bit. What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah. Can you tell us about the other family member you have in spirit horse and her involvement in spirit horse therapy?
Oh, you're talking about Raven?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Raven Spirit Horses itself is actually just an amazing business that our therapist runs. Her name is Kaya Livingstone. She has just been an absolute blessing for this organization. So what we have done, we have something very unique that we've implemented into this foundation. What makes it unique is how it's processing. So Kaya has a background as a psychotherapist, and what she has done is she's taken her experience and knowledge as a psychotherapist, introduced it into the way that she trains her horses. So with this being said, the horses also become a therapist themselves. So Raven has started writing, and I do have to digress a little bit. Both of the kids had their first horse ride, I believe, when they were about 1 year old as well. So our horse background goes way back. This isn't something that we're just new to. My wife used to be a regional hunter jumper champion in the state of Colorado years ago. I grew up just old school redneck Western, but this English stuff is pretty impressive. But anyways, with this program, Raven has she's in the training process of becoming a horse handler to be able to be with the horses as the families come in for these programs, and also as a child that has experienced trauma through Bladen's passing. This has been an absolute blessing for her, for us, and the families that are currently going through the program. When I had first spoken to Kaya, when we were just starting this program up, her and I talked that we thought that it would probably take 4 or 5 months minimum before we would see any results. However, as a surprise to her and I both, the first day the first family went through the program, I received a phone call stating that it was the most incredible experience this family has had, and they were so blessed to be a part of this program the first day. And I was like, oh my God, it can't work this quick, you know what I mean? But it had. The first day was was just an absolute miracle for them. So it's a fantastic program, and Raven is such a huge instrumental part of it. Her writing, um, not only her writing abilities and progress has been substantial, but also her therapy with that has been absolutely substantial. So it's a great program. Right now we can't take on too many, mostly because of funding and access, but we're hoping to eventually receive enough donations and funding to bring as many families as we can to do all the programs that we have. It's almost like a step program, you know, where you have the horse riding therapy program, then the grief support group camp enhances the horse therapy program. Then we want to do a grief support group meeting and have those that are in the program discuss how everything is going, how it's helped them, what changes we could make, you know, what we could do to make it better, if it's fine where it's at, or just certain directions that we could take through their experience as well. So not just ours, the other families' experience, and how they would like to see different changes make to help them out as well.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things that that I completely, you know, I love as well, is because, you know, you and I, we can visualize what we want to do, but if we're not actually affecting people in the way that we need to, you know, they need to voice that, so we can actually let people, you know, we can
Absolutely.
try to help people. So, you know, trying to find, John, when people call you, is it usually the families of the ones who have lost, or is it the moms and dads, or is it the families of the moms and dads that are concerned about them? Who's the one who actually who initiates the call?
That varies, believe it or not. I mean, I've gotten calls from a parent that has lost a child that would like to ask more questions and get more information about the foundation. But on the other hand, I've also received calls from family members as well as emergency responders, or um, those attached to that department of victims advocate, that have reached out to me as well to ask about the program and the foundation, and just wanting more information and verification, obviously, that that what we have is a legitimate, fully focused, fully funded, hopefully, 501c3. But they just want to make sure that we're a 501c3 established 501c3 nonprofit.
Right. Well, one way that we can definitely help people out, and this is to everybody who's listening here, is as I mentioned before, Martyred Angels, the whole program is a community pay it forward cause partner. And what that means is that if you shop with any of our partners, any of our merchant partners that can be found on our website, www.communitypayitforward.us, you just go on there and it says our fundraising partners. You shop with any of them, you turn in the receipt, and you put hashtag MA on there for Martyred Angels, and John will get a portion of the money from these great merchants that are willing to turn a portion of their sales back into the community to help these families that need what he's doing so well. I mean, it's amazing to me, once again, that you know that you've got the compassion, you know, that you were able to take and pick yourself up. But as I always say, you know, usually nonprofits are not started from a good place. Let's be honest. Usually they're started from something that has happened, and you know. But I mean, it's still the courage that it has a lot of times to pick yourself up and do something instead of, you know, sitting in the pit of misery is amazing to me. What is the first thing that you suggest to somebody who's going through, and I know that we're talking about loss of a child, but a tragic loss of anybody, what would you tell them would be the first step? What would be your first advice to them?
It's a difficult time after you lose a child. My wife and I, obviously, it wasn't an immediate thing that we're doing now. It took some time to process. You know, we had media everywhere. It was a horrible time. And it's just the loss itself. And you know, each parent has had a certain experience that they had after the passing of their child, and I'll sit down and tell you about that sometime. I think this will be something else that you'll also be kind of a little shocked over. But not only the parents, because the parents are in a very bad state of mind. It's horrible losing a child. It's the worst experience I've ever had. I don't wish it on anybody, and unfortunately, it happens every day, though. But a lot of it has to do also with friends, other family members, those that were there at the time of the passing, those that are part of the emergency responders. Just please reach out to the Martyred Angels. I could send you all the information. If anybody wants information as to our story, please go to our website, martyredangelsfoundation.org. Once again, it's www.martyredangelsfoundation.org, and click on the reason page, and that'll tell you the story behind what happened the day that Bladen passed. Then you go to the current campaigns page. It'll show you a few of the programs that we're doing. The sponsors will show you some of the people that we have on board. They've been, man, just a blessing. But on the membership page, we'll tell you the little story behind the motorcycle part and some other areas as well. But you know, I just ask you just reach out to us. I have some great people that are helping me out by donating their time. I just recently received a absolute blessing with a fund grant writer that came on board recently. She's donating her time. I have a web manager donating his time. You know, and let me digress a little bit again, because the grant writer I have to give a shout out to. Jennifer Higgins is amazing. Pablo Warholo is the web manager, web designer. The art behind the logo, the entire design and concept is from a very, very close, dear friend of mine, Mark Adamani. Mark Adamani and his entire family have been a part of my family for many years, and they're just an amazing family. So my blessings to them. John Root is our, I guess illustrations would be the title for it, photography. All of these people come on and they donate their time until we can get to the point where we have enough funding to pay for some of these services that they're doing. But once again, I just ask you just reach out. You can reach me at my phone number, 303-875-4626. And again, that's 303-875-4626. Or you can shoot me an email. That's at Martyred Angels, MartyredAngels 501c3@gmail.com. And just send me a email of inquiry, and I'll send you all the information that you want. And let's talk. Let's help.
All right. Well, John, we're going ahead and wrap this up, because I know that you need to get back to your vacation days that you're enjoying right now. Ha ha ha. But anyway, what could you use help with right now from the general public? If we've got some people out there who would like to volunteer, what do you have that people could do to help you continue your mission?
To help get the message out?
Or is there anything that you could use a little more help with? Do you have anything that say somebody has some expertise in some area, they could volunteer some time? What would that be?
We do have, as many nonprofits work, as well as other organizations, even as a national force would not exist if it wasn't for volunteers. So we also have a volunteer page on the website. Anybody wants to volunteer their time, we have many different areas that we would like to have people come into to help. Donations, of course, are the biggest thing when it comes to funding. You can research that again on our website. You'll see our PayPal link, and also recently an Amazon link, depending on which one you prefer. We have a volunteer link for you to volunteer in your time. If we could have people volunteer, we have material that people could take in different places and just kind of hand out and just kind of spread the message with the information and what we're doing, who we're attached to, and just kind of give them a brief summary of why this foundation had started and what we've accomplished so far, but what we would like to see to be our biggest accomplishment in the future. So we need different areas. If people want to donate their special services, if they have a specialty that they're in, and just I guess grab at something, because I can't right now, but to grab at something like a marketing, if that's your specialty is marketing, and you'd like to donate your service to the foundation to market, please come on aboard. So we have several different areas, funding, marketing. We need help up at the camp. There's some stuff that needs to be kind of brought up to date. And it is observatory. We do have a dome with a scope, and the dome is in a little bit in need of repair, but once the dome is repaired, there's an organization that wants to donate a digital scope to the observatory. So if we can get that dome repaired, we have 4 cabins up there. We have a big long building with a commercial kitchen. What else? There's a trails, there's a men's showers, restrooms, there's a camping area. And all this property belongs to a very close good friend of mine, Bucky Wells. His grandfather built it and then had willed it over. And now it's just the Paul Hummel Observatory. And then attached to that is the Paul Hummel Veterans Retreat Program. And that's run by Bucky, who is a Vietnam veteran, Brownwater Navy, and my other close friend, Roy George, who is also a Vietnam veteran Air Force. The two of them have started this Veterans Retreat Program. So we're going to run the two in kind of in conjunction, where we have the Grief Support Group Camp, and also Veterans Retreat Program, because the foundation itself, with the unfortunate Gold Star families that lose a child during service, we would also like to include them into the program as well. So we have a lot of things going on, some areas that need to be addressed. And as we talked about before, I think I told you that in my opinion, CEO means Chief Everything Officer. Yeah. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So if I get somebody to come and help lighten the load, it would be a blessing,
We were actually talking about that last night on just a conversation that we had. I have 2 other letters for it that, we'll just leave it at DA, because that's what we are, because we take on everything ourselves. So we are just DA, but it doesn't sound right, so
not when you put the acronym together, it comes out as duh.
So, but anyway, hey, John, I greatly appreciate the time. And just to let everybody know, I am terribly sorry about the complications that we had, that this couldn't go live, but we are going to still attach this to the Facebook page. And we're also going to attach it to your page. Once again, you can donate to John and Martyred Angel Spirit Horse Therapy Training this camp, you can donate to it all by simply shopping with the Community Pay It Forward partners. That's all you have to do. Shop and turn in a receipt. That's it. No extra money, no extra anything. All you have to do is take and go onto our website, www.communitypayitforward.us, communitypayitforward.us, and look for a partner. No matter what you got to shop for, go on there and look first. These people are willing to help you, cover whatever need that you got. And then they're also willing to help John. They're willing to help other people in the community who need help. So it's a great way to get to know your community, people in your community, and help people in your community. So, but John, thank you once again. Your website?
My website is www.martyredangelsfoundation, MARTYRED foundation.org. And once again, please just click on the reason page for the story and current campaigns and membership, and just cruise the site. I think you'll like what we're doing. And Zach, thank you, brother. What an absolute blessing to be a part of your organization. My absolute 100% respect for what you're doing, and definitely look forward to continuing our relationship and helping each other out and moving forward and being successful in what we're doing.
Well, once again, John, I appreciate everything that you, your wife, Raven, that all you guys do. I appreciate your guys' strength, and it's an inspiration to me personally, because you guys took, and like I said, you took something that you said it yourself. You wouldn't wish this upon anybody. I couldn't imagine. I've got my two sons, and just that, even the thought gives me goosebumps. And it's just something that I respect the hell out of you, and I love all of you, and we are really wanting you guys go. And it's a very simple process. All you have to do is shop and help. Everybody, this has been Come Together with John Wayne Vogels of Martyred Angels and Spirit Horse Therapy and Training. We would like you to join us next week when hopefully we have all the bugs fixed, one, and two, we're going to have Jay Lieber on from totalspeed.com. If you need anything, websites, domains, if you're looking for email, branded email addresses, any of that stuff, this is the guy to go through. So join us next week at 10 o'clock next Saturday for Jay Lieber from totalspeed.com. Once again, thank you very much. Please look at our website, www.communitypayitforward.us. Go on to there. You can find more information and all the links to John and his organization. So you can just click on there, and you can also find where you can shop and donate. John, one more time, thank you, brother. Thank you. And to everybody,
God bless you, Zach. Thank you.
And everybody watching out there and everybody joining us, thank you so very much. We are sorry about the issues, but thank you.
Hello, and welcome to CommunityPayItForward.us. My name is Zach Clayton, the founder and president of Community Pay It Forward. And for the next couple minutes, I'm going to take you on a little journey on who we are, what we do, and how we can help you, your organization, and your small business. I created this program after I was run off the road on my motorcycle in 2014. I created it because I was told in blunt words, to put it nicely, that because I made too much money the prior year, I was unable to get assistance for my family who was struggling to make bills happen, even groceries. So I was thinking to myself as I was recovering, what can I do to make this better for other people? Therefore, we created Community Pay It Forward. Let me explain. Our program is built to work with small businesses all over the country, all over the world, who can fulfill your needs. When those needs are met, you make a payment. The companies, the owners of those businesses have come to us and said, we will give you a referral every time there is a sale made through Community Pay It Forward. How do we prove that there was a sale made through Community Pay It Forward? We ask you to simply turn in a receipt or the invoice sent to you. Very simple. When you turn in that receipt, we give you an option. That option is very simple. We ask you to go to the Mission Partners tab, which is located by hovering over the Find Your Partner button on the navigation bar and going down here to the Mission Partners. You click on the Mission Partners button and all of these things will show up. Who are we supporting? Because we're not a nonprofit, we can help pretty much anyone, including 501c3s, to give a nonprofit or a charity a chance to not only tell their story, but also raise money and continue their magnificent work. Animal missions. As pet owners, we know and respect the importance of animals in our lives. We thrive to support the causes and missions that make lives of animals safe, healthy, and happy. Our kids need to know how easy and gratifying it is to help others. Our kids need to be safe. We've created the Community Care Cub Club, Community Cares Cub Club, just for these reasons. There are also other causes that involve kids, raising money for many different things, including school, church, or club activities. If you need to fundraise for your child, please contact us and we can help. At Community Dare to Care Outreach, our goal is simple. The community donates to others, for others, for the betterment of the community. Everyone at some point in time needs a little bit of help. There is no problem with this. We should have to do very little when we need help, except for find help. And once again, at Community Dare to Care, our free outreach is for everyone. We're offering life-critical needs to the community, from the community, for the health of the community. Our communities are falling apart, and our government has become busy with other things. We do not need to call on them when we all come together. If you have a project that is good for your community and it's not funded by the government, give us a call, see if we can help. Our families and neighbors who need help, they now have a place to go. Those who, like myself, find themselves in a situation where they simply need others to come lend a hand to find their legs. Our Healthy Mind, Body, and Soul program is here to lift a non-narcotic, all-natural, holistic medicine and program operation, therefore defeating the opioid pandemic that we suffer through in this country right now. We want to be here for our veterans and our local heroes who need our assistance after they put their lives on the line and served our country and community. Inclusion is so important. We want to support organizations and companies who are working hard to make sure everyone sees value in what they do. Inclusion means everyone. Please join us as we make sure that everyone can utilize your services. Startup businesses. Supporting our startups means supporting a local economy, supporting a local family, and telling people who and what you are and what you're about. This is very simple. Do you need help, funding, and to get started? Contact us and let us help you. Last but not least, as a person who loves to honor history, I want to see history saved. There is one truth. Even the bad must be remembered. If we forget the dreadful things that have been done, we're bound to repeat. You guys have all heard that saying. Our program is truly very simple. You shop with any of our many partners, and you can find on the website by hovering over the Find Your Partner button and clicking on the Verified Giving Partners. There's the link. There are so many different verified giving partners in so many different areas. You find the partner that will fulfill your needs. Shop with them. Let them know that you came from Community Pay It Forward. Make sure you get your receipt, because every receipt turned in is 80 to 90% of every referral awarded to one of us from one of our partners is allocated to the communities in need. You find your partner, you shop with your partner. Then again, you hover over Find Your Partner. You go to Mission Partners. You find the mission that you wish to support. You scan the QR code. It takes you to this form. You either take a picture of the receipt or you upload the receipt if you get it emailed to you. We simply ask for two things: your name and your email. Those two things are mandatory. And then you hit submit down here in the bottom. We give you the option to dedicate your receipt in the name of someone. We would like your phone number and your address. And then we ask you if we can put you on a mailing list. Those are entirely up to you. Again, attach your receipt by taking a photo of it. Add your name, your email, and then submit. That's it. It's really that simple. As simple as this is, I know that we can do things better. Our program has been run primarily by my disability for the first 7 years. But we're getting to the point where we must grow or go. And I'm here to ask you for your help. There are so many things that we can do to make this even easier. But it's going to take your support. And so now I sit here asking for your assistance. We have been given an opportunity at a couple different things. First, we have a chance in mid-July to speak to multiple thousand investors to talk about our program. Get funding, get grants, get sponsors. If for no other reason, we can use this opportunity to get in front of decision makers who may be able to make extremely important connections. We will tell our story. We will educate others about our plans, but most importantly, we will not let anyone come into our program and change anything, including the amount that we offer. We offer 80 to 90% of every referral to a mission that you choose. We could have earned funding at a couple different times in the years, but they wanted us to change to where we keep 80% and we give away 20%. Let me ask you a question. Finding out that your referral that you're shopping, there's 80% that can go towards somebody, doesn't that make you feel better than finding out it's just 20%? That's what we're looking for. We want to make sure that you're shopping because you know you're making a true difference in someone's life. Look, our vision is set. Our program is set. But the money is not yet set. We have made it to where we can donate up to 90% for certain causes. But we want it to be 90% for every cause. For that to happen, we need your continued support. Our second chance is purely an expanding opportunity. We have an agency that has access to some of the largest media outlets in the world. With all honesty, I know this will launch our programs to new heights, to heights yet seen. We're talking about programs such as USA Today, to NBC, to the New York Times, to CNN, to the Wall Street Journal. These opportunities give us a chance to tell people the wonderful work that we're together doing. The first opportunity, we have to raise $600, and we need your help to get this done. Once we raise that $600, we can start working on the second opportunity, which comes with a price tag of $5,000. Once we accomplish that, we get to the ultimate goal, which my estimate is about $500,000 in the creation of the stand-up centers. But again, we need your help. I'm asking you for your help. We need your help. And I want to thank everyone who has stuck with me through this journey for the last 7 years. Look, I can't guarantee anything as of yet, but it is my honest belief that this is a chance to get seen. The end goal for us is, all of us, is the same thing. We want to help, not just a few people. We want to help everyone. With our first step, the first $600, we can tell people about you, our support system, our life. Our community will make Community Pay It Forward the trendiest way to make a difference in other lives. We are going to ask for donations in 3 ways. 1, my little friend here, the QR code. When you scan that code, it'll take you to the Community Pay It Forward program. You shop with any of our partners, and you upload the receipt to that form. We'll be able to keep a portion that will go towards the ultimate goal. The second opportunity is through Zelle, and you can donate via Zelle by giving them the address of 970-909-0751, 970-909-0751. Or you can donate via PayPal at the community pay it forward, at communitypif@gmail.com, the communitypif@gmail.com. We would like to thank you for any donation given by sending you a symbolic building brick. This is a certificate of participation and thanks. With every donation, we will send you an acknowledgement of your support so you can let others know that I am a community champion. Anyone who would like to donate $500 or more will see a stone in place leading up to the first Community Dare to Care stand-up center as it gets constructed. I would like to thank you for your time. I would like to offer you access to myself at any point in time, including my phone number, 970-909-0751, 970-909-0751, or my email address, networking@communitypayitforward.us, networking@communitypayitforward.us. I would like to beg you for your continued support. None of this, we would have never made it without your support. And I would like to remind you to please love somebody out here because somebody out here loves you. And please remember, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. No one needs to go it alone when we all come together. My name is Zachary Clayton, Zach, the founder and president of Community Pay It Forward, and I would like to thank you for your time. Enjoy the website and contact me if you need my help. You may have heard us as we've been talking about a plan, but you still want to know, what are the Community Dare to Care stand-up centers? In a few simple words: complete community outreach, offering free life-critical donations. Donations from the community, donations for the community, and donations for the health of the community. What is a life-critical need? Life-critical needs are those items needed to live happy, healthy lives. Things like clothing, housewares, work clothing, school supplies, bedding, winter and summer clothing. But life is not just material needs. So we are also planning on offering computer labs, telehealth, resume assistance, food preparation, air mattress and tent repair stations, self-care stations, employment resources, medical checkups, styling services, with so much more to come. There will be spots for the Community Pay It Forward partners and sponsors, and a chance to get to know our wonderful mission partners that can help you find additional resources. But as always, a plan is only a concept until action is taken. For this to happen, we're going to have to ask for you and your support. We're asking for donations using Zelle or PayPal. Or of course, you can support us through the Community Pay It Forward program. Simply scan this, which will take you here. Find one of our partners that can fulfill your honey-do list needs. Contact them, shop with them, and take a picture of the receipt. And upload it to this form. The simple steps in a program we call Shop, Click, and Pick. The only program where your daily shopping can support missions you love with no extra money coming out of your pocket. Allow us to help you find the partner you need by scanning here. Questions? Please call us today, 970-909-0751. Or you can send us an email, networking@communitypayitforward.us. Because when you are helping no one, you are hurting everyone. No one must go it alone when we all come together.
Attention business owners, this is your captain speaking. Fasten your seatbelts as we prepare your business to take off. Hi, I'm Joe, your captain of online reviews. Give me a thumbs up if your reputation is important to your business success. Excellent, thank you, and welcome on board. Today, online reviews tell your prospects about the quality of services that you provide. As a matter of fact, online reviews are the new word-of-mouth advertising, so if you don't have a flight plan in place to get 5-star reviews, your reputation could be hijacked by one bad review, crashing your business. So what we do is we put you in the cockpit with our automation called Give Me a Thumbs Up. Our technology can actually predict whether your clients will write a good review or a bad review before we even ask them. So if you'd like to learn more about this technology, book your flight with Captain Joe today so that tomorrow you can sit back, relax, and watch your 5-star business take off.
So we've come to the end of the show. And again, I want to thank everyone for giving us a chance and sitting here and listening through that. It's kind of funny. I can sit here and talk to you guys all day long. You guys can tell that I stutter and stumble and get tongue-tied and everything. But then when I go to try to record, I swear I can no longer talk. I mean, English becomes my 16th language, followed by incoherent and gibberish. So, that's kind of where we go. Before I go, I've already put it on Facebook. Now I'm going to put it out here on Community Impact today. You guys know I have a dear, 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 dear friend. You guys see her all the time with me. And I want to wish Stephanie, the goddess of the grape, my partner in giving, my partner in caring, Footprints Forward, the Community Pay It Forward, One Hope Wine, fundraising events every week. Congratulations and good luck. She went in this morning to have their 5th child. So please, everybody, fingers crossed, toes crossed, do your praying, do your chanting, do whatever you do. Wish this wonderful, wonderful woman and her great family, her wonderful husband, her, big brothers and sister, wish them the best of luck. It's a big day for them, and we wish them nothing but the best of luck. If you would like to donate to us, got the code up here. Please donate what you can. We have until the 12th to come up with this money. The first 600 could lead to great things. But as we always say, look, you got to walk before you fly. Well, this is our chance. You've always stuck by me. You've always helped me out. And I hate to do it, but I'm asking you one more time to let's do this. Let's get in. Let's get this done. And let's grow. Because if the options are grow or go, our work will be for naught if we go. So let's make sure that we grow. We make a huge difference in other people's lives. Look, we all know this is going to be the simplest way ever to fundraise. The easiest way on your wallet, easiest way on your bank account. And we all do it every day anyway. Let's make our shopping count. I want to thank you guys very much. Again, please love somebody out here because somebody out here loves you. Nobody needs to go it alone. When we all come together, I'm saying it backwards. And remember, if you're not helping anyone, you're hurting everyone. Please take care of each other. We're all we got. And I will see you next Monday morning on Footprints Forward. Please make sure you join us as we're being joined by a friend of ours, Joanna. And she's going to be coming in talking about kids and some of the difficulties that the kids are going through right now. Just as a heads up, there could be a little bit of political talk on this. I cannot guarantee there's not going to be. And as always, we respect all opinions. We respect all you to have all your opinions. We don't have to agree with them all, but there's somebody out there that Joanna is going to help. That's what we're here for. So again, I just looked down into the green room and there's somebody on my other screen and it looked like somebody was waiting to come on the show and it kind of freaked me out. I'm like going, wait a minute, did I invite somebody? It's YouTube. Brainwave's not connecting today, folks, but thank you for your time. I know that we ran a little bit over time today, but you know what? It happens. So have a great weekend. Please be safe out there. Again, love somebody out here because somebody out here loves you.